Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome again to another episode of your favorite talk show, the Talk to M Show. We come to you on Epic Radio 99.3 FM in collaboration with me. I am your host, Mulku Sulaiman Bangura. And today, we get a special edition for you. And if you're not a fan of the show, every time I say special edition, you know what I mean. Today, we get a special edition for you, and we get an amazing guest for you. We get a great guest, a public servant, a father, a philanthropist, and also a politician. We get somebody on our side we all admire. Somebody on our side we don't give it all to this country. Somebody we is highly relatable to me, you too. Somebody who can share with me a story, in journey, and the challenges you don't overcome for be without a big TV. You can't know the things that we you know about them. You can't tell you about the struggles because they make you see and now you say this man you look. You can't hear everything he has to say. And the show will be a great show. So I want to make you sit back and relax. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. To my fans out there, thank you if you watch me on Facebook. Thank you also if you listen to me on radio 99.3 FM. And I'm always grateful to Ona because Ona make the show what it is. Again, like I said, sit back, relax for the next couple of minutes because I want to on the show. And then I continue on the career choices theme we get. But also it's a special edition because we will talk about career choices and also talk about this man in journey as a person before we can tell you everything about his achievement. Today I get an amazing guest. His name is Osman Abdal Timbo. But I will come to him and introduce. He will introduce himself and tell you all about himself. We will take a short break and we'll come back. And when we come back, we'll come talk to him personally.
Wake up to important issue them where they affect Salon and the world. The Epic Morning Show, they set the agenda for the day by way for look inside social, economic and political environment and self bring interesting topic them when need critical answer and solution them. When they bring the issue them come to UNU with just one agenda when are for serve the people with all the answer where they need. Tune in to the Epic Morning Show every Monday to Friday 7:30 to 10 o'clock in the morning on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. As we bring in Master Sabi people for come discuss all the important issue them where they happen at the country. You can watch me live now with Facebook page when at Epic Radio 99.3 FM and surf on Slick TV channel 37. Epic Morning Show with a serve on Ottawa.
Welcome again, and this is your favorite talk show, the Talk to M Show, brought to you by Epic Radio 99.3 FM and Mulku Sulaiman Bangura. I am your host, Mulku. Thank you for joining the show. Remember, so you can also send a text message on 0799949993, or you can text me on WhatsApp, on Facebook. Please drop a comment, drop anything you want for share on Facebook, and we will definitely, when I question, we'll get back to you. But please be respectful. We get an amazing guest. Like I don't say earlier, this man, I don't know him since 1996, and he's the same person. He's not changed for nobody. He's a hard-working man, a man who don't sacrifice so much for this country, a man is very humble. That's one of the characteristics of a leader, a servant. This man don't achieve so much personally as well as professionally. This man is a servant of his people. This man don't demonstrate. When I say these things, I don't just say them. They don't demonstrate them. And I don't want to sit for see all of these things. And this is the kind of people that we want in this country. People that are selfless, hardworking, humble, and also he's a family man. He's married, with 2 kids, and he's currently serving, in the House of Parliament, as an honorable member of Parliament for the Western Area Urban District under the district block system. And he's also the proprietor of ABT Associates, a law firm where they manage also, they help a lot of people daily. They go on our media and sing about it quietly. And he has ambitions. He has he wants to do more for this country. I'm not going to talk much because you never can't tell you everything about himself and what he don't do and what he intend for this country. With me, I get Osman Abdal Timbo. Thank you so much for being a part of the show.
Thank you very much, Moku. And it's my pleasure to be with you and Ramadan, Kareem, and a blessed Lent. I wish everybody is watching me or listening to me.
So, Usman, this show we design them for young people, basically for coach the next generation, help them figure out the challenges, the social challenges, we all face, we all go through. And a lot of people, when they really see you, they want to become like Usman. But they don't understand the journey you went through, the struggles you went through. Kindly just tell me a little bit about yourself, so you grow and, personally as well as professionally.
I think let me take them from where you start. Say, many people want to be like me.
Yeah.
And honestly, when I start this, and even up till now, waiting on keep me inside another thing where I say, I want people to look up to me, especially young people, and say, okay, if this young man can make all the sacrifices and still be the boss we always don't be, then they will be motivated for do what is right, and also for serve humanity.
Yeah.
So the question of what I be, I think you're in a very good place for tell people, because like you said, from the early ages, before we even become teenagers, we don't meet. Yeah. We don't see ourselves grow, and I think we don't get similar trajectories, even up to leadership trainings with Mandela Washington Fellowship. Yeah. Me now Osman Timbo. And I born in Moritong some 39 years ago, in 1985, October 17. Most importantly, I think, me a religious person, and this religion teach me about humility and service to mankind. I cherish the fact that I'm a happily married man with 2 kids, a boy and a girl. Yeah. And I also tell Papa God plenty thank you for my parents them. Okay. My daddy don't pass when I've been a former Chief Justice. Okay. Dr. Abdal Timbo. And my mama when Hajaramatu Timbo when a total dedicated community servant. If I did so today, honestly, I feel now the sacrifices with my mama make. Okay. And the way how he really ground me. Okay. And I make a day as a day so today. Okay. I'm also a lawyer. Yeah. And I don't be a lawyer for 18 years now, since 2008. Okay. I go for Bay College, I do my law day. Yeah. I go England, I get a master's in law, in international investment law and international criminal justice. Okay. I also get several qualifications in public-private partnership investments as well as international law from America and also from the United Nations. Yeah. Then I choose politics. So politics, I know school for Roland politics. Exactly. But it's just this want for serve humanity, for serve this nation. Now drive me into politics. And now I'm a member of the All People's Congress, APC. Yeah. I don't go through the ranks from being a youth leader to being the principal draftsman of the new constitution. I do a lot of work will lead to the various conventions to get. Okay. And then I'm the Deputy National Secretary General of the APC. Well, until I recently resigned. Oh, okay. Yes. So that is it. Thank you.
So, as a long list of, achievements and who you really are, but family will want to, understand more in detail. Within some of the, you begin to talk about it, you see your mommy, growing up, she was basically a servant. Yeah. And your daddy, he was also a public servant. Yeah. Within some of the then characteristics and the way you see yourself, we inform who you are delicate today. How your parents influence some of the characteristics that we grow in you, we make you become I mean, you get this urge and the passion for sad people?
Me, I think totally would I be not to me you're making. It is now what you meet now. You know, honestly, it all stems from me, Papa.
That's good.
And Mama.
That's good.
And when you take them even further down, then self your own parents them, they're not the same.
Absolutely.
You know, I think there's a lot of, for we the most important thing is religion.
Yes.
You know, we are like proper Muslims. My mama can always, whenever we get challenges, instead we get challenges, you always tell, we say, oh, God day.
Yeah.
So when you even faced with the biggest doubt, they say, no, God day. God day. You know, and now through that God day, I didn't miss, I don't even leave up till this day where I did so today.
Yeah.
My dad, many people don't know, he rose up to the position of Chief Justice of this nation. Okay. And he died as the fuller tribal head. To many people, they feel like my daddy come from an affluent family because in your daddy, Alaji Wo, where he's been chief Nagokulan, was in a way an affluent man. Okay. But not many people know, say, my papa dropped out of school. Yeah, he left both school when he been there Form 4. Oh, wow. He come and can help him papa in business for rare cattle. Interesting. He become a tailor, he been a sew. After 4 years out of school, daddy said, no, go back to school. So and then now we go overseas and go do in LLB, in masters and in PhD. That's great. You know, and ever since, my papa always be the head of his family. Okay. So most of the Timbos that we're there now, so the prominent Timbos, then passed to him because he was the eldest son of Alaji Woro. Okay. So they all passed to him. And I remember growing up, we was always full with different uncles, aunties, cousins. Okay. You know, he always don't treat people as normal. Yes. I tell people sometimes that I sleep in all parts of meals. From the toilet to the dining room to the parlor. For other people. I remember many times where sometimes when they wake in the morning in a parlor, then people they sit on the whole meetings. Shamefully they grab and just get at your mattress and go in a room. You know, so outside people felt like, oh, they didn't come from this rich family. Even at school, people then feel like, say, oh yes, Timbo and Papa and Apostle will get money. But not many people understood that Timbo didn't go to school without lunch. Honestly, I not ever go to school with lunch. Interesting. Maybe, Moku, if you remember very well, I don't think you'd ever see me in a market during lunch period. No. So in the morning, what they do? Then they make bread for you. Wow. Cut the bread halfway, you eat the half, the balance you forgot and at school. Wow. But what they do now that and they eat all the bread. Eat all the bread. It was a time of jolly juice and jumpkin, and they mix it in one big bowl, and turn for all in a cup. I eat all the bread and then I go school. During lunchtime, while everybody they run to go to market, me they go with this me blind paddy. He's now the principal of the head. He's principal or head teacher of blind school, Salutore. Okay, yeah. So now me they take him and there we go. I go do a recording for him. Since now blind man, me they read all the recording and notes for him. And then, so that's how I was managing during lunch period. But many people not be understand. Really? Sure. Yeah, so, and then you know I've been in Moritown all the time. So from Moritown, I work at grammar school. So, yeah, you know. And so the bottom line basically that the humility and the want for serve the public being always the drive, the way how they live. And me mama, didn't give up in medical. Where she was a registered nurse. Wow. You know, he gave up the moment he born well. That's impressive. And then my papa said no enough for work again if I take care of him and picking them. Wow. And honestly, that's the singular sacrifice we mama we be with our be so today. Me and my two sisters and every other sibling we my mama raised are done there. Wow. You know, many times I remember how we mama they cover with shame, how we go eat. There's this way they call in Fuller jabere. Okay. So jabere basically that cocoa, that bush cocoa. Okay. I don't know if you know that there. Yeah. So now when they eat, sometimes they say they crash the towards
Yes.
So during the days we've been there, Belia Park, na George's quarters. We will not get him for eat. Mama go make cocoa leaf. They make her like plazas. And
these are the things you go through quietly.
Quietly.
People do not see.
No. But up till now, I go through challenges, I just put on a smiling face. Yeah. And honestly, people don't know I've grown at 3 different places.
Yes.
So I was born in Moritong.
Okay.
Then I grew up a bit in Kleintown, Kanike. Now that Kanike actually that first school in Kleintown.
Okay.
So John S. JS Momo Kindergarten, we've been in a race course.
Yes.
So we've been in Pambodiano, number 3 Klein Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my mama come from a really humble background. Yeah. So I remember being there in this 1-bedroom in Pala, Pambodi. I remember a very sad situation where my granny liked me so much. For me, to the point, even now, he's still there alive. They tell me, say, "Your man, I'm born you." He said, "For me, I know, say, I like you, you know." Yeah. I can lay my life for that woman. I remember one day, I did cry, I said, I don't angry. Yeah. Now I go touch the pot. For pull the pot for kind inside the pambody, as he reached the domot, and I sleep. All the plazas scattered on my face. And up till now, we get all them scars and the, migraine. I remember that time. So the point with this now that the things I go through, the things I see from my mama. Yeah. In my mama also an entrepreneur. Okay. Many people don't know again, say, we sell soap. Because my mama been a make soap, Coing Susandus. Wow. I don't know if I still remember, Coin 72%. Yeah. So, I don't know if I still remember how to make soap though, but up till now, we still get the machine in our house. We make gara, batik. Yeah, so I know how for knack butter, I know how for, do all that thing in there. But people outside felt like everything was rosy. I but know. This was deliberate. Every time my mom and dad told us that you have to go through these things to make you appreciate how to move forward in life. Yes. So, in a nutshell, we don't say a lot of things, but when I talk to them things, and the more I feel them, and I smile inside, and I thank Allah for that progress there.
We thank God for it all. I mean, which you speak to so now, I'm sure many Sierra Leoneans out there, they experience similar struggles. And it's good that they are also relatable to, which you go through. Yeah. And it's good that you make them understand, say, your present does not define you. It basically shapes you for what is about to come. And you're supposed to develop the necessary characteristics which will shape you for, prepare you for what you want for, becoming alive. I mean, this is very impressive. Yeah. It feeds into my next question. We already, I think, speak to some of them. Some of the challenges that where you grow, where you experience growing up. I mean, you don't begin to talk about a lot of them. I didn't know that because the Timbo with the senior school, come from this affluent family, and he was very hardworking, very intelligent at school, and that's what we see. We never saw that other side, of we speak to so because I don't think you wear a face. You didn't allow, your struggles to overcome, who you were meant to be. You started, this journey a long time ago, and you tell yourself, say, I'm going to, overcome all these challenges and still pursue who I want to pursue. You get any other challenge where you feel, say, as a teenager, even through university, where you go through for overcome, for make you become who that you become? So,
I think for me, I get 3 words that I can use for describe my life: hope, resilience, and perseverance. I always don't hope, say, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't go through challenges where I tell me, for many other people, it break them, then challenges where they go through. They break them. Then just give up. But me persevere. But you always say that I bounce back. And that is one thing for me Man, I can tell you I'm battle tested.
Yeah.
I'm battle tested. It's not just in professional life. I'll tell you, the challenges we go through in a grammar school in itself. I'll talk about two things in a grammar school. Maybe you don't know this. I almost dropped out of the grammar school having a Form 1.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes. So there was this time where I was a shy boy. Where from I moved come on Merriweather and go Tawail, because at Tawail municipal and I go sit in PSC. Yeah. I come up prep for now Merriweather. Then for the same thing about this humility. My mama come to America, I come. He saw me know me picking a need for go municipal school. Yeah. So he sent me go Tawail municipal. He sent my younger sister go St. Anne's, you know, and my other small uncle and my age mate. Cathedral. Yeah. Then my elder sister at the time, Amy non sit NPSC, so Ingo Annie Walsh. Yeah. You know. So when I go Form 1, because of I was this shy person and all, one teacher been die. Will be there Form 1. Yeah. So they give you a day's break for that thing there. But how am I able to understand this and things in 2 days? I go now house happily and go tell me people and say, oh, don't get break from school from Monday and Tuesday. I went back to school on Wednesday. I remember Miss Campbell was my class teacher at the time.
I remember Miss Campbell, yeah.
He said, until I bring come a letter from my parents them on why I've been absent, you know, they allow me in a school.
Yeah, she will speak like that.
Yeah, so what I begin to do, then they bring me in the morning, the taxi, they can't drop me. Yeah. When they drop me, like, so they kind of school, they go inside. Oh. I team up outside. You know,
because you feed for work.
For go tell me my man house. I will tell me my man house say this night don't happen. You know, to the point where I remember one morning, now I write letter for myself. Now I can't go to the school. Just for fun way for excuse. And I tell the woman, say, oh, my mama write, my mama not go school, my mama not make it too man. It raped me still. Wow. So when I come on a school, I can't team up na door. It also been off around 1:30 to almost 2. Yeah. I go waka inside the bay, go on, take go cool farm, back and forth with Aberdeen Road. Then around 10 weeks school off. I come back na school. The taxi car can pick me. Just for avoid for tell my parents them. Yeah. One day last teacher see me and they call me inside. They go beat me. Yes. Yeah. So from there, I mean, don't give up in life. Until somebody meets me one day in a coal farm. And I remember the compound very well. In fact, water I go drink. I want tap. And but every time I go drink water. And so this mommy called me now. Hey, why? Why you always a cry when a school term? Now bust into I start for cry. He asked me, I lie pan and back saying I kiss you that day. Interestingly, I give the address for me auntie, 124 Kissy Road. When I give the address there, may not be infiltrated in the follow-up. So this lady, they even asked for my telephone number, give them wrong telephone number. But this woman follow up, he go to my auntie call me mama, me kind of school. When I reach now house, they don't contact me mama.
Let's see the paper.
I see beats devil. Well, at the end of the day, then they happened, and I got back to school.
You learned from that.
I learned from that
experience.
I can tell you, if I not been left, that interaction will not be happen at Sierra Leone. When I left Salone, we go on go Guinea. Yeah, that was a breath of fresh air for me. I would have dropped out of school.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So when I go there, I start for do well again. At the school, go to Guinea. Then I come back grammar school now. That I can get proficiency prizes. Okay. That was one challenge. The first challenge, real challenge. Okay. Go again from 5 American Force. All my dream was to become a school prefect. Yeah. Then sharp me. They not make me school prefect.
I remember.
Until I go from 6. The one that they beat all my class and go make them school prefect. You know. So that was the time I really got determined. Like I did do everything. Yeah. I act as a woman. Yeah. I don't remember if you did. No, you know, being drama club if you did, right? Yeah, maybe the French club. Then where I go from 6 now I can drama. Yeah. So act as a woman. You say act as a woman, right? Now woman you be act as old woman, right?
Yes. Well, Hassan, let me get up part today later.
Hassan, yes. Hassan acts as a woman. Hassan, yes.
Hassan, let me get up part, yeah.
So That was a challenge. That at the end of the day, from that disappointment of not being a school prefect until from 6 now, I did everything to do that. There was just the primary side. If I started to explain many more, you wouldn't believe. Even law school, even Frobe College, before law school, twice then called me go disciplinary committee. Year 2 and final year.
Wow.
You know, and I remember year 2, election violence. This guy accused me, say, me go broken, Domot, and we thief in the inside there. You know, so I've had my own fair share of challenges like I said, adolescent age.
Yeah.
But other things that not happen now in my professional life way, they're even worse.
Yeah, I can imagine. Imagine. Would you say you were very intentional about, preparing yourself for public service? Like the choices you made, your friends, the groups you were a part of, the people you intentionally connected with, even your career choice. You would say it was predetermined, or it just happened organically?
Firstly, I think, becoming a lawyer first, a decision for even do law.
Yeah.
I think it was not my intention. It was maybe accidental, or it was just fate. Wow. Because I wanted to be a pilot.
Oh, really?
Yes, I wanted to be a pilot. Okay. Now, something happened inside my family. One of my elder brothers, dropped out of school. Okay. And I see the depression from my papa. And then I tell my papa, no, me go be the lawyer.
Wow.
So it was only after Form 2, Form 3, now I make up my mind, so I want to be a lawyer.
So you're the only lawyer in the family right now?
My elder sister now solicitor in England, yes. But not only after me don't be lawyer. Nine don't go, I go be down there. So yes, I've always been a driven person. Yeah. I know exactly what I want. I know my steps. Yeah. I commit all of them to God, and sometimes again I feel that the directions where I take, the decisions where I take, they've been guided by my faith in God. Yes. And the way how God they make them they happen. Yeah. Yes, I face challenges, and every challenge I face, I feel like it's an opportunity for make I learn and for make I grow. Yeah. So challenges not ever they deter me. Yeah. But I definitely know what I want and how I want them. Yeah. I've always kept my circle close. Yeah. It's really small. Yeah. I think the closest person to me na my wife. Okay. Because if you destroy me, I don't destroy you picking themselves. So that's how I've kept it. I get acquaintances all over the place, associates all over the place, friends all over the place. Yeah. But deep inside, it's only my wife. I agree. My mama, because of now I'm a married man. Yeah. Yes, my mama gets a different role. Yeah. But personally, inside, it's my wife and I. Okay. But like I said, everything I've done. I actually get a real focus. I'm a driven person. I know what I want to do. Yeah. That's very. You speak about certain things where I just highlight, for me guessing. You speak about one, religion. Religion has been one of the primary source of who you are today, and your belief structure is basically on the religious beliefs and religious values, right? And the other thing we talk about is the fact that your family, right, they made you humble. Yeah. You saw it firsthand. You see what made happen. You see how your papa be serve humanity selflessly. That also informed, who you are today. And also discipline. Yeah. Even though your situation may not be really, really okay, but you were disciplined. And you were self-driven, self-motivated, and then I allow this to define me. I'm still going to pursue who I see myself pursuing. And at some point in your life, you decided to make the right choice for, pivot, into going into something bigger. And it's all stems from your foundation. You had a very solid foundation, a good foundation. And most importantly, you grew up in that family structure where help for design that for make you become who you are today. So I just want to make family know that one day. Let the young people who listen also understand, Usai,
Timbo, and the Timbo is now within shape and for become what I become. So, the next question, well, I'm for going to as a lawyer in the professional field, what are some of your major achievements? Because I'm sure being a lawyer for 18 years, it's not a child's play, and for being a lawyer for 18 years self alone, we don't see people get disbarred for doing awful stuff. But here you are maintaining your pedigree, and as a professional, what thing you highlight as some of the the highlights of your professional career as a lawyer?
Okay, before I talk about that, I want for something you highlight about a strong family.
Yeah.
A strong family background doesn't have to be a wealthy family background.
No.
It doesn't have to be that. It should be grounded in religion,
Yes.
faith.
I agree.
It should be grounded in humility.
Yes.
And also love, support for the inside day. That family bond, that family unity is important.
Yeah.
Because both parents get a role for playing in your life.
Yeah.
Well, some people, the mama and papa are not there together,
Yes.
but waiting parents for the whether the mama or papa then for ensure say both people then they
Yes.
in the beginning life.
Yeah.
And then try for positively influence the beginning
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
So there's a question about what I've done, the things that I'm proud of in my legal profession. I think I take a curve outside the traditional practice.
Okay.
After a few years called to the bar. I wasn't doing badly as a lawyer, but I get this opportunity for although we develop the legal aid law for salon. So when you talk about legal aid board today,
Yeah.
in 2010, the pilot national legal aid scheme, we Naina the pioneer.
Yeah.
Yes, the front runner for this legal aid board.
Yeah.
I was part of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, myself, the late Justice Ivan Sisse, the present Justice Lorna Taylor,
Okay.
Hafi Hafna.
Yeah.
At some point, Julian Cole was there.
Okay.
Justice Bawo, and some others.
Oh, okay.
Yes, lawyer Safar, Samuel Yubi Safar, who's a deputy ambassador now.
Okay.
We were all there. And together, we represented over 5,000 poor people within the Western area, provided legal advice, assistance, and representation for free.
Oh, really?
And this nine give me, yes, that's what legal aid is about.
Yeah.
And this nine give me the opportunity for interact with many people. So every Wednesday we'll be going to Pademba Road
Okay.
and go deliver trainings to inmates there. They go, so now they're able to understand that many young people within a jail don't get any business for the jail.
Yeah.
And in fact, it's one of the things where drive me into politics, because I feel like the society not really give them people a chance.
Yeah.
So they fell by the wayside and they get into waiting and dip and so.
Yeah.
Because the idle mind, they say, is the devil's workshop.
Yeah.
Now we all draft this Legal Aid Act, we become the Legal Aid Board now.
Okay.
And then I remember when I got back to private practice with Solomon Jamiu. Yeah. And then another opportunity came again in 2014, where they appoints me for be a legal advisor in the presidency. So I took pride in that also. We developed the public-private partnership investment law for Sierra Leone.
Which was very remarkable.
Yes. I also take part in many negotiations like energy, agriculture, even this Wellington-Mashaka Highway contract. I was part of it, and many more. So I served there, and these are things where I pride myself in.
Yeah.
Because they're not just about the personal things we I gain from them, but these are the sacrifices we I make for humanity and for this nation.
Yeah.
There are many other things where I call personal achievements in the law practice, but I think these ones for me
stood out.
Since they been for do with public service.
Yeah.
I feel like really not in my own hallmark in my practice.
I mean, it's remarkable. Some of the things you are speaking to now, a lot of people know they seem to understand, but directly or indirectly, they're actually benefiting from it. And it was because of you guys laying the foundation and the groundwork for make, people in benefit. A lot of people don't really understand how, lawyers then work, how then they work, like how building the the foundational structure, how important it is for the 280 CISO today, like legal aid board, right? The work you guys did, some man will really understand, and also even the PPP, setting up PPP, plenty of people don't understand. But if you really go into the corporate world, or you go into the business world, or you go into the the public service, then you understand the value of some of the institutions they are willing to create, and it's remarkable. It's remarkable that the institution that will stand for as long as una be, and it will be like on a legacy, something where you participated in fully. We can take a short break, and when you come back, we segue into your political journey, because that's something I'm sure a lot of listeners that were interested in hearing, for understand how everything pan out, and how you travel. I mean, that's what a lot of people know you for.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm glad that we don't handle these things we don't know you don't know sabi about, they don't know anything about it. And now they can go into the politics side, and you can share with me some of the journey, the how I call it, the struggles. We don't exist for some of them, but personally, how you feel and how you now able to navigate those challenges for become what you become, and exactly with your plans for Sierra Leone. So we will take a short break, and then we'll come back. We can talk about your journey.
Yeah. We were not born to meet them. Let we get hope, say one day we go make them. We were not born to meet money, less opportunity. Still we want be somebody. It's not easy. We not popping. One day we two go turn to go. God not design we from go. We have beats go one day show, and the entire world go blow. Say we not been bubble pain. We not bubble pain. We not bubble pain. We not bubble pain. We not bubble pain. Number one, we born up on body. The game where we play now, both giddy. We not been a PCC and for me. Fufu papa them beats Benny. We not bubble pain. When I can lick me guinea. I carry the shine like robbery. Don't knock me one cup Gary. One word the boy know the airy. We not bubble pain. Off to school with me khaki. They fight from Kissy to 40. University pass you go read. You know easy. For live like bubble pain. I remember the time for the kitty. Some of free run go Gambia and Guinea. The thing we I see not be Lily. Some sit down with Maxwell Kobe. Yes, original bubble pain. We not 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 bubble pain. We were not born with money, less opportunity. Still we want be somebody. It's not easy. But one day we two go turn to foe. God not design we from go. We have beats go one day show, and the entire world go know. Say we not been bubble play. But now we dey crawl, we dey fall. Like when them put below up and soul. Now so we gon' meet the wall. One day we go stand tall.
Here it is. Say man don't swim, man don't tire. Every day till they warm like a fire. But still like man get for beer. Though they broad and they make I don't skier. They just left we not sweet for they soft. For all it skin way at skin, but still man they swing. He make a decide for change to born again. Cause for all the work man don't see no gain. Man don't dry like in, don't left so been. But me now go pain and not go run away. It's too bad, so struggle. And they struggle every day, it a double. Now so we go die on the struggle. The system too hard, now they jungle. But idle we life just a tangle. Not so if I be you. Not so I be bono. Now the system I make a dry so. And the poor make a jump up lipo. But me now bubble pain, no say I no devil.
We not bubble pain. 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 We believe now Babylon. We dey pay tax for life, double tax back for sneeze. You know easy I know. But we dem bubble pain. From Monday to Friday, we defend the money. Forget proprietary. Massive food daddy God forgive. We dem bubble pain. Society where we belong, full of enemies among. To survive, we get for be strong. Can't join sing the song. Yes, like bubble pain.
welcome again. Thank you for being a part of the show. If you just joining, this is not your favorite talk show, the Talk to M show, will come to you on Epic Radio 99.3 FM every Tuesday, 8 p.m. And if you don't listen to the show, we are on Career Choices. And today we get an amazing guest. We don't talk to this guest. They don't tell you all about their journey. Growing up, at Kanike, growing up in Belia Park, growing up in Moy Town, and in these in grammar school, and also the challenges they faced, as an adolescent, and some of the challenges even where he go through in Afrobi College, and the values them we make them be so. The importance of the family structure, the importance of religion, the importance of discipline, the importance of public service, where he grew up and see now in us, in parents and us. We don't ship him for be the kind of person he is, and also how exceptional he don't be in the service as a lawyer. So we can't go into in political journey. We most people in Sabian for, of course, it's not a secret. He's been serving as he was voted in as an honorable member of parliament in 2018, and unfortunately, something happened at parliament where we deemed illegal, and it was illegally removed from parliament. But before we go into that, I want to make you share with me, Osman, what was your motivation? Like, what motivated you for become a member of parliament, and why you think, say, now that position that you want for serve people?
I think you just said the word serve. It's about service. Other opportunities for being calm and for me grab them. Maybe if I don't try for say I want to be a minister or deputy minister or whatever it is.
Exactly.
But I've always felt that I want to be the voice of the people. I never see politics as place for lago make money.
Okay.
I just want to be a voice. I just want to represent people I'm interested.
Okay.
As far as me don't see, Parliament are one of the most difficult places for work.
Interesting.
Because I'll tell you why. We have this salary, it's small.
Yeah.
Then we get responsibility.
We
people now understand that as members of parliament, not all responsibility for go make pump, not all responsibility for go beg people. Not all responsibility for go make roads, etc. But because we deal with the people indirectly, so that every problem becomes our problem.
Yes.
And for that reason, parliament is really challenging. It is really, really challenging. But for me, I've always felt like I just want to talk for people.
Okay.
And taking that decision really affects me financially.
I can imagine.
It affects me. Ordinarily, I'm a reserved person.
Yeah.
But it take away that private life from me. And make a loss friends than we are not being supposed for loss. But again, it make her learn so many good things. So the decision was basically to be the voice of the voiceless people. That was it. Now that drive me into parliament.
What were the trade-off? Like, what did you be here for? You speak to them just now. How deep that run, the things that you be here for lose in the way? Because I'm sure you had valuables. You had things that were kind of like your values. And you'd be willing for forgo them and let them go just because you want for serve. Speak to some of them things here, so like family, like friends, like you rightly said. Now, once you decide for go to the public, serve the public. Trust me, everybody has an opinion about you. Yeah. Everybody wants a front row seat into your personal life, and everything you do would be, taken by the media and all that, whether positively or negatively. How does that affect you and change your personality as a person?
You see, first thing, the sacrifice we are making at that, me daddy like I said earlier, go up to the position of head of the judiciary in Sierra Leone. So naturally, when you're born Peking, you only go to that level and even surpass you. And I can tell you, this law practice, money today. Even though I don't saturated and all, but still money day. I can also tell you that all my savings were making law practice, not spent on politics.
Absolutely, I imagine. Because I asked you, did you have sponsors?
I not ever get, because I know many supposed to be big people. I'd shame for even ask people for assistance, you know. So I gave up all of that. I see the opportunity at the time. Me not a full person. I'm humble about that, but I know if I've been continuing in practice, maybe I've been a totally different level now.
Of course.
But that was one sacrifice I make.
And that's huge.
I can tell you, me and my papa, we make plaba for this. They call family and tell them, say, no, I don't want him picking on politics. I said, no. Daddy, I have to serve. You know, and so the point when he said, oh, me picking determined for do this, then he supported me. You know, that's one thing we was a sacrifice. The other one, we'll talk about relationships.
Yeah.
So I chose the APC.
Okay.
You know, my dad was, I can tell you, he ran for parliament in 1982. And it was under the one-party system, was APC. So not only APC you don't be a member of. But afterwards, when he was appointed a Court of Appeal judge in 1987, he did not want anything for the politics. But because he rise up to the position of Chief Justice under SLPP, some people begin to feel like he's SLPP. My dad was never SLPP. My dad was apolitical, totally. And this was a time when President Kababi appoints different people devoid of outside and belong. For instance, even Dr. Samoa Kamara served at that time. There are other people also, like APC people, we really serve, you know. So that was the time when my papa served as Chief Justice. So I had the choice at the time, even in a university, because I joined a club where majority of the people that we did in SLPP people, the Radicals Club. So people feel like, oh, this man is Orama. He parted in SLPP man. He parted them. Most of the ministers and now they see, so they were my club mates, you know. And so people felt that.
But why APC? Because that was my next question. Like, why the APC?
Yeah, because I felt like, you know, I've told you about humility. I've told you about, I feel like, I don't like to use the word grassroots, but I think other people understand. APC is the party of the ordinary man.
Okay.
And I felt like I was brought up as an ordinary man, so I felt more comfortable.
Okay.
Few things I don't talk about. I know they talk about money in public, and I talk about woman business in public. I don't do those. So anytime I feel like somebody have for portraying himself like, oh, me na elite are better past the other person, I really cringe. I don't want that. So with the APC side now, majority of the who are seeing APC now, just the ordinary man within our area. And I'm like, okay, I fit well, I fit better in this place.
Okay.
You know, so that's why I chose the APC before I even able to understand the principles where they stand for.
Okay.
You know, so that was why I chose APC over.
I mean, because it's good that you mentioned that, you highlight that, because the family, I'm sure, want to understand. Laying not like I say, well, you do like tin. It was something that appealed to you, something that you see that the party stands for, something that you see that the party believes in and hold, you know, true to, and that attracts you to the APC. You know, serving under the APC now. Are you now the current, or you're about to resign now? Because you're not the current deputy secretary, right? Yeah, secretary general. How is that? How, in that position, have you tried as best as possible for uphold some of them values there in, you know, setting up the constitution, setting up the structure? What have you done to reflect, you know, that value that you meet at the APC?
Well, politics is it's an interesting world. It's totally different from any side we've even experienced. And if you go there with certain principles, follow you uphold them, you'll become enemy to many people. Many people won't like you because people believe in liberalism, if I can call them that. People believe in Godfather thing. And me no ever sabi libele. I never get a godfather in politics, never. So it's strange people ask how Timbo even survived up to this point without him having a godfather, without him being this person where they can go bring calm. But one thing I don't come for appreciate now that the people appreciate that. They might not always have access to you. They might not even have conversations with you all the time. But they know say you're a good person. They know that, oh yes. Imagine I go to an elections where challenge has been there, even right up to the last minute of the convention. But when people vote, I got the highest votes of all the young people who got that election there. For a total of about 1,600, I get 1,373.
Wow. That's like 90.
Even Dr. Samoa Kama in your votes now 1,382. So means that Dr. Samoa Kama in votes was only 9 votes more than mine.
Wow.
You know, so people don't show say they're no good thing. And this is the way I want to continue. You know, I don't camp on this thing for fan money. I just want to serve. I always feel like there's some kind of divine thing inside where they tell me, say, maybe this is what God wants for me. And this path now God wants for me to take for the sake of the people of this nation and this nation itself. Otherwise, if I don't give up, many opportunities and they were even outside Sierra Leone look and just turn down for just serve the people of this nation. You know?
And I must applaud you because over time I've never heard or even see you or the mention in him say, oh, you know, he's supporting one faction. He's here. He has this person with Nail. I've never, honestly speaking, all my time here, you know, while they listen to the radio or even read, you know, newspapers or have my ears on the ground, they never link Timbo to any faction. They never link Timbo to anybody. You are a man, you know, we believe in your own values, getting, you know, and that's a very hard place to be in, you know, in Salon politics.
That is why I told you it's really hard. I can't go into all the details, but I don't really. The challenge is what I don't see in politics. Wallahi, I feel like many people for don't break.
Absolutely.
Many people. Absolutely. And I don't see many people at the highest level within the APC, other political parties, we don't break. You know, but those things, I don't, you know.
I know. As we're about to round up now, but I want to speak just a little bit of when you were illegally removed from Parliament. How was that journey for you? Like, how what was your mental state? In which state you be in, and how you handle that? Because it's hard. You don't spend so much money. You don't spend so much time. You get your team around you. Finally, you are being elected, you know, for go represent your people. And then in one fell swoop, something changed. Whatever happened, they illegally removed you guys from Parliament. I understand say even one parliamentarian end up dying. How was that for you? Yeah.
It was my close friend. I think that was the darkest moment for me in my life. And all those things you talk about, so these are secondary. The thing that hurt me the most, I mean, integrity.
Yes.
And my family pedigree where I actually try for impugn. The thing where them put na made na allegation say maybe they take money.
Yes.
And I remember going on television with one present member of parliament when I mean, consider as me paddy, also now a lawyer, and he openly say me being take money under the table. You know, that time I lost my cool, arguing on television, public television, to the point they had to switch off, they had to cut the production. So that was the time where I feel like, oh no, this thing really did take a toll on me. Because hey, Papa, up to the point where you live now in life, you never get case, stay die. Nobody never can bring complaining and we all say, me papa do this or me mama do that, me grandpa, me Alaji Ajibujalo and all that. And for make me get them kind tear, then kind stay here, it really hurt me. And not only the grace of God make as I sit down now, I don't have it in me. I know I've forgiven totally. I've learned that this is politics, and that was the reason why I feel like I've been need for bounce back. There was a time where I've been need for left salon for over 6 months.
Okay.
Because I've been in for cool-off.
Yeah.
I needed that space. Imagine, you talk about me, colleague will die, Honorable Sheriff Keru. May God bless his soul, or may God sorry for his soul. He was my close friend. I remember the day when they pulled winner. Na court. Now me and sit down next to each other.
Wow.
In fact, so me, everybody didn't expect it and they pulled me because I was a target.
Yeah.
So imagine me within the last constituency. Now me forced them pull.
Yeah.
So Claire said this man was a target. But I was expecting it.
Yeah.
I was expecting it. People ask me for my talk to certain people. I refused. Oh, go meet this person, go big. Why they go big? I did nothing wrong. You know. But at the end of the day, the same belief I get in God, that all the prophets them were the major prophets in the Quran and in the Bible, they went through challenges. And they say, for let you shape gold, you get for melt and force.
Yes.
It's a smelting process where you get for put and through. So if you not go through fire, then you never appreciate anything. So
Absolutely.
for me, I know this I want them challenges, but I'm not scared of any challenge in my life. And as young as I am, I think the things I've gone through innocently, I want to see somebody else who will be in can way don't get similar experiences, and the person is innocent.
I agree with you. You know, as they say, challenges then meant for us to actually go through them, and then they help for shape we to what you want to do. You know, because that was my next question, but I think you don't answer. I'm like, what really motivates you for go again? You know, now you serve as a member of parliament. How gratifying that they be to you? How satisfying that they? Which satisfaction it brings? Is it like a fulfillment into you serving?
My slogan was finishing unfinished business.
Wow.
So I felt like I've not been done with Tiago Parliament for, for serve the people. So on that side, there was internal happiness that, I don't go back. And this time I go back unopposed, as in my party, nobody now contest against me. We show the overwhelming belief and confidence when people are reposing me.
People are watching, they're seeing,
Exactly. And even right through the time when they put me in a parliament, I was still basically considered as the MP for them. So I still did my bit. I didn't get problems now. Me, when they make nothing. Me practice don't well, everything don't well, but they'll still come in. And when I not get, I always open me the mouth. Another thing way important, maybe politicians for now. I've never used money to gain popularity or acceptance. It's about building relationships, so that is what I've done all through the years, for building relationships. I know they lie to you. I know they probably make promise to you where I know they will fulfill.
I can attest to that for sure. I can attest to that. As we round up now, what are the next step? What is the next step for Osman Abdal Timbo, Honorable Osman?
So now I've resigned from my position as Deputy National Secretary General of the APC. It was a hard decision for me to make, especially considering the pivotal role where they play inside the Secretariat. But it was a necessary one for me to create. If we talk about a level playing field, I believe in fairness. One of my principles is fairness. We need to allow an open space for people them we get interest or intention for do anything, for make them not feel like there are people inside where they block their way. And also for the integrity, like I said, of the Secretariat. So I'll say like a step aside. From this moment, I start engagement with party stakeholders, party members, general public, young people, as to my next steps. I am very clear as to what I want to do, but what I want to do also for represent people. So if you want to represent people, you have to have the acceptance of them people. So based on that, I go back to the people, talk to them, and in the next few weeks or a month, people will hear from me exactly what my plan.
You interested for represent the party?
If I'm interested for represent the party?
As a flag bearer?
I'll tell you that I'm APC, I will always be APC.
Okay.
And I'm ready to serve my party and my nation
Okay.
in whatever capacity the people feel
Okay.
is best for me, and God direct the people for feel like that is.
I mean, it's not a far-fetched dream, and it's something where, of course, you have demonstrated over the past years. Say you fit for, take up the reins. Since we see a wave of young people assuming position of authority, assuming position of, carrying the mantle of power. I think it's about time we begin to see ourselves in that position, because that's the only way we can make change.
Yeah.
And with somebody with the characteristics, with the background, with your values, strong values, there's no better place to be. So,
time will tell.
Okay.
But I think one thing where people know they pay too much attention to, now this feeling like it's only now that young people they take leadership. Not many people know, say, President J.S. Momo was in his 40s. He was actually 46 when he became the president of this nation. His vice president, one of them at the time, when I being Dr. Osman Conte, Abdulai O. Conte, was in his 40s too. People forget, say, the likes of Dr. Abbas Bundu, many, many more. These were guys who were in the early 30s when they came to prominence. President Koroma, another example. So he first ran for presidency in 2002. In 2000, and he became president in 2007 at the age of 53. So meaning, in 2002, he was about 47 years. Before that 47 or so, he was the leader of the APC for like 2 years before the election. So he was really about 46, 45 when he became the leader of the, how is it called? The leader of the APC. Take President Bio now. President Bio came in 2005, ran against Solomon Berewa of blessed memory. In 2012, he also ran. In 2012, he became president at 53. So in 2018. So if he ran in 2012, he was in his 40s. So this kind of feeling like saying that only now they want to give young people a chance in this country is not correct. The oldest person who don't be president of this nation, President Samuel Timagai at the age of 65. So but people feel like, we'll never encourage young people. But that's not the case. That's why in the Constitution they say if you don't be 40 years, then you're qualified to run. So nobody not for look at somebody and say, that person is too young.
Absolutely.
And like you rightly say, because of the way how you look at them now, then face them, and the social media don't become so widely used now. So you see the young people there. But they've been young people then we Macron, imagine country as big as France. Trudeau. Now JD Vance, the Vice President of the United States, is 39 years old. Imagine one of, not democratically elected, but see the work where Ibrahim Traore, 36 years old, is doing in Burkina Faso. So young people, and that apart, even like I tell you, I'm a religious person. The only person who I know saying an old person will be prophet. Now, Prophet Abraham and Nabi Ibrahim. All the others were young men. Jesus Christ was a young man. Moses was a young man. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was a young man when he started in his 30s. Joshua, called the names them. These are all young people. Joseph, Solomon, these are all young people. So God gives strength to young people. But I think we're so scared to come forward. That is why we feel like say, no, this is not our time.
I agree. I agree. Well, there you have it. Any last words for young people listening to you? Any last words for you? I know I use the word constituents, but not applicable in this manner. But still, any last words for
Well, I think my constituents are the young people.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm a young person, and over.
What would you say to them?
76% is well below my age, 35. Then over 80-something% below the age of 45. This is our time. A time for young people.
I agree.
We need to take responsibility for present and with future. Nobody understands the pain we will go through. Nobody will talk with language past we.
Yes.
So how can we not lead ourselves?
Yeah.
You know, the time we talks in our papa them puel this nation, low realize in a we na the papa them now what we talk about.
Oh yes.
So the load on can we if we're not carrying well, then we begin the way they be in, therefore come and can inherit that mess.
Yeah.
The time is now, the time to act is now. Let's believe that young people can make the change.
Yeah.
Let's believe that this country, brighter days are ahead, and the best of Sierra Leone is yet to come. Salon get plenty potential. Let's maximize their potential and move this country go before.
Well, there you have it. You know, Sierra Leone get plenty potential. You know, as you know from the Honorable himself, that we maximize their potential. Indeed. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Honorable Osman Abdal
Thank you.
Timbo, for being here with me, for sharing your story. I mean, sharing something deep, something a lot of people not privy to. You know, and I'm sure listeners are out there go feel highly relatable to your story. They will feel like say, oh, okay, I can relate to Usman in journey. I can relate to who he is today, and I said, well, aspire for even do more.
Yeah.
Because you are actually a living legend. You are basically a reflection of how Sierra Leoneans behave. How Sierra Leoneans think, and how Sierra Leoneans move. In every aspect, in every sphere of their life. And I give you your flowers. You have been an amazing, amazing person. You have never changed for who you are. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. And keep working hard, keep serving people, and keep being a humble person. And definitely God will surely see you through in all your endeavors. Thank you so much for being a part of the show.
Thank you so much.
Have it. Thank you. We don't come to the end of the show, the Talk to Him show for this week. Join me next week as we get on another amazing guest for you. Thank you. If you listen to me on Facebook, or if you listen to me on radio 99.3 FM, thank you. If you watch me on Facebook, thank you so much for being a part of the show. You get snippets of this show as well on my TikTok page and my LinkedIn and all other social media platforms where I do. Thank you for always supporting the show. Until next week, tata.
We were not born to meet them. Let we get hope, say one day we go make them. We were not born to meet money, less opportunity. Still we want to be somebody. It's not easy. We not popping. But one day we two go turn to God not design we from home. We have beats go one day show, and the entire world go know. Say we not been bubble pain. We not 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 bubble pain. Number one, we born up on body. The game where we play now, both giddy. We not been a PCC and for me. Fufu papa them beats Benny. We not bubble pain. When I can lick me guinea. I carry the shine like robbery. Don't knock me one cup Gary. One word the boy know the airy. We not bubble pain. Off to school with me khaki. They fight from Kissy to 40. University pass you go read. You know easy. For live like bubble pain. I remember the time for the kitty. Some of free run go Gambia and Guinea. The thing we I see not be Lily. Some see don't wait Maxwell Kobe. Yes, original bubble pain. We not 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 bubble pain. We were not born with money, less opportunity. Still we want to be somebody. It's not easy. We not bubble pain. But one day we two go turn to four. God not design we from home. We have beats go one day show, and the entire world go know. Say we not been bubble pain. But now we dey crawl, we dey fall. Like when them put below up and soul. Now so we gon' meet the wall. One day we go stand tall.
Hear this, say man don't swim, man don't tire. Every day till they warm like a fire. But still like man get for beer. Though they broad and they make I don't skier. They just left with a sweet for they soft. For all it skin, way out skin, but still man they swing. He make a decide for change to born again. Cause for all the work man don't see no gain. Man don't dry lecking, don't left so been. But me now for pain and not go run away. It's too bad, so struggle. And they struggle every day, they double. Now so we go die man they struggle. The system too hard, now they jungle. But idle we life just they tangle. Not so if I be you. Not so I be bono. Now the system I make a dry so. And the
Little bit, yeah. We not bubble pain. 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 We believe na Babylon. We dey pay tax for life, double tax back for sneeze. You know easy, I know. But we dey bubble pain from Monday to Friday. We dey spend the money, forget procrastinate. Massive for daddy God forgive. We dey bubble pain. Society where we belong, full of enemies among. To survive, you get for be strong. Can't join, sing the song. Yes, like bubble pain.